This is like my daily routine. Did I back this up? And they're always all like already backed up, and I'm like, yes, I remember typing in these people's names. Okay, so this is gonna be like harsh lines on your face. So all I want you to do is just eyes at me. You can kind of cross your arms so that everything is showing. And with anything that I like tell you to do today, I want you to make it your own once I tell you. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Eyes, do that again, but eyes down. Just look down at the cement. Perfect, right there. Bring your face back a little bit. There's a little bit of shadow on you. Back into the, yeah, perfect. Oh my gosh.
Get it? See.
The great thing about photography is it changes the way you look at things, and if you're doing it as just your everyday life, I think that it's awesome to be able to view things differently and keep track of your life, basically, with photos. And I know the value of them looking back at photos in my life, and so whether it's a simple thing on your phone or with a really nice camera, I think the end is the same of, just documenting the things in your life.
The majority of my family thinks I don't do client work or day job because I'll post some edited photos and then post it maybe later on that day or the next day, and they'll be like, "You're always hiking, you're always on a cruise ship, like what are you doing?" You know what I mean? So a lot of them, I don't think understand it. Definitely don't understand it. My dad obviously doesn't. He's more, I just got him off AOL.
Jump. 3, 2, 1, go! And keep jumping!
Ready, go. Do it again. My name is Cory. I'm a graphic and web designer in Seattle, and we do websites for nonprofits and small businesses. And on the side, I do Instagram shots, just going through the city, coffee shops, and just exploring cool spots in Seattle. Photography. I took some classes in high school for photography. Coming from a design background, it's color focus, composition, and just learning the differences between where your eye flows and workflow, and kind of the structure of websites transitioned into photography. So Instagram helps a lot for me to kind of process ideas or be able to explore creatively, like with no constraints.
I'm totally gonna do it.
How do you guys know each other?
Instagram. Travel. That was epic! I need 4 volunteers. Who is it? Yeah. You want to stand next to your brother? Oh, this looks cool. I like the...
Alright, take it before we fall.
Hey,
None
take
of
it
us want
easy.
to fall in.
My phone keeps crashing.
I guess I've always been a creative person, and I just didn't really, I mean, I knew that I was creative with certain things, and it wasn't until I was a photographer that I really saw that that was really who I am. I think one of the biggest things with being creative is just willing to try stuff out and figure and see what it looks like afterwards, you know? So that's one thing, is just be willing to try something, but also go with your gut and be confident about it. And that is something that is so important, because as a photographer, you're the person that's in charge. You have to bring the energy, you have to bring the ideas at all times. That's something that has been driven into me because of being a photographer, and it's made me embrace that even more. I just go with my gut. You have to trust yourself that going with your gut and with your eye is gonna turn out and it's gonna be what you want it to be. And sometimes it's not. You know, these are all things that everybody says and not, I guess, what everybody does. And it's something that I fail at all the time. You definitely have pressure that, you know, you have to provide a certain thing for your client. Because of the amount that I shoot, it's really easy to run out of creative things pretty quick. And so what is always different is location and the people. And that's something that you can always be inspired by, is changing up your location, and people will never be the same. And then let's kind of bring your hands into it a little bit. Yeah, perfect, just like that. Okay, let's go in the grass. I go back and forth of thinking, if you're meant to be a photographer, you will, type of thing. I definitely think it's in you. If you're a photographer and it's meant to be that you're going to be a photographer for the rest of your life, those qualities that are in you are already in you, and you just have to bring them out. And so for me, you know, all the desires of my heart kind of came together with photography, and all of my strengths kind of came together with photography and are highlighted the best. And then also the things that I struggle with, like relationships and being in the here and now. The thing that I'm most proud of is my drive and my consistency, I would say. And so for another person looking on, how do I do that? I think the path is going to be different for every single person, and you have to realize that. And it's a very common thing. Everybody knows that, but it really is true. You have to have confidence that whatever path that you're on, if you're going with your gut and you're following your heart, it's the right path that you're going down. And the most important thing that you have to have is the heart for your work.
Seattle's been my home for all my life. The Northwest rubs off on you. That outdoorsy kind of like, let's go explore, let's go on a hike, let's go to the beach, like let's get outside, and transitions to, you know, a city where you go to coffee shops and have good food and enjoy friends. Anything that I want to put out is, I've thought about it, I've, you know, refined it where I'm like, man, this is quality enough for me personally that I'm going to put it out and share it with someone. I feel like people love consistency. They love knowing that, man, tomorrow or today that there'll be a photo from me or a photo from someone else or a tweet or, you know, some content that's consistent. I feel like people look for that and are familiar with that and love that.
If you put a real camera in their hand, I think that the core there is, well, maybe they are a photographer. The core there is, it changes the way they look at things and how they watch things, and that's a photographer. So maybe that's the definition, is whether you're doing it with your phone or you're doing it with a $3,000 camera, it changes the way you look at things. And so I think that is the thing that ties us together. Being a professional photographer happens when it's in every aspect of your life. And so and it is like the means for your living. And so, and not just in a monetary sense, but it's carried through in every day and everywhere you go. Like you're a photographer and that's who you are.
Okay, last one. Wait.
He's trying to push it.
Yeah, we're good.
They saw it, the art side of me, the whole time, and they're kind of like, what are you doing over there, going to Bible college for? And I really felt like I needed some foundation for my own personal life. So that really helped me grow personally, where I could break through that and not be intimidated and not, you know, made certain decisions in life based on intimidation or fear of failure. A lot of people stop from starting because their fear of failing.
I do put a lot out there and I'm really honest, and so I think that within that, some people can probably think she's saying way too much, and that's fine. Other people can think that I shouldn't share certain things, specifically like I shoot a lot of boudoir, and so it's something that even my own two sisters were the first people that challenged me and was like, why are you showing this? I think that I understand the concerns with it, but the benefit of me sharing what I do outweighs the cost of me showing what I do. Shooting girls and being a girl myself, I've had certain things that I'm insecure about, and being able to shoot women and make them feel beautiful and make them feel incredible is something that no one will ever know what it feels like unless they've done it. And for me, it's one of my most cherished things. Really, my desire is for this to be more than just about images, and to be like all-encompassing of relationship and an experience, and also have photos. I've just been really blessed by being approached by really incredible people that they're the ones that have impacted me and changed me and allowed me to see that, wow, you can have this incredible experience with someone, and they're the ones that set the bar. And it's just me like coming alongside of them, and it's like that's the pairing that I go for, and that's the standard that I put out there. And so you know, it really is about the people that come to me, and I say what I want, and I let people know like what I like, and that's a risky thing to do, and it can also alienate people and make them feel like they don't fit in with you, but also has a huge reward, because then people who do fit that are like, yes, I want to be a part of this with her. I think just saying what you want is something that not everybody does, and it's something that I fail at all the time, but I try and do it as much as I can, and that attracts a certain type of person and sets me up to give a really great experience.
This is so cool.
I love those. The sun looks so nice.
The pipes. I mean, just.
Yeah.
So sick.
Wow.
Basically, we're not going to be on the first try.
Good.
Egg right here.
Perfect. And then eyes here.
Oh, your hair is flying on that one.
Okay, go.
it didn't work out. So basically I'm gonna have you take us both there, turn around. Oh my gosh. Dangerous 9, illegal. I'm not sure if this, I'm sure it is legal. So that's what gets good shots.
Johnny, no, separate. It's far apart. Go this way. Hey, there. Hold it. Stand straight on me. Hey, hold it. Hold it. There. Ah! Kenna, look.
I just take on way too much. Luckily, I've been always able to get it done just at the detriment of my personal health and my personal life. But you know, that's okay. And I wouldn't take it back because I've grown fast because of that. I'm in those times that a year ago I wish I would have known about. I am spread way too thin, and so I'm taking this feeling I have now and making sure that I don't do it for the future. And it's something that I so easily do. So that's something that a big lesson that I've learned. And the important thing is like, you have to do that. You have to protect yourself from being spread too thin, because then you don't have that like same drive and passion to go with your full heart into something. So as much as I want to take on more, I really literally can only take on so much unless things start failing.
Being lonely. I feel like, especially working from home and living on my own, like just doing client work and being by yourself at your house, like especially my personality, like I love being around people, love spending time and, going on adventures and, just having fun. And I wouldn't post photos, I wouldn't do anything if there wasn't people liking or commenting or, finding new photographers and being inspired. Like that's the point of Instagram, is community. You feel like you know someone when you're checking their photos out every day, who they are. Any creative person, like when they're like, oh, I just need to make something, I need to help people, and how am I going to do that? And it's little steps, through making decisions that you can affect change. And 5 years ago, I never thought I'd be where I am today or doing what I'm doing today, and I feel like that's special, and I think people should do that more than being stuck to one career path. I feel like as you figure out yourself, those things will change a lot. For me, what's the goal? Is inspiring people. That's all I want to do, is inspire people to go out and create and explore and build community. And like, that's the whole point of life, is inspiring people around you and being with the people that you love and that you want to spend life with. I feel like if you can do that through art, if you can do that through family, that's what better way to live. Find someone around you that kind of fits your mold a little bit and that you could be creative with. That's the biggest advice. Like, find people around you that have the same desire to take cool photos or, go explore or, have fun with. I feel like that would help a lot for people that are kind of like, what do I do? Like, I can't really go take photos. Like, no one really wants to. Like, if you can find someone that kind of has that same like desire, you'll come up with some crazy stuff.
I don't know. I think you really just have to want it. If someone really wants it and is consistent, is a hard worker, and is passionate about it, they're going to make it, and they're going to be successful for what they want to be successful. And, that definition is different for every person. For me, if I'm creating, if I'm developing relationships, if I have a balanced life, if I'm continuing to be inspired by the people that come to me and the places that I go, like, that's success for me. And at the end of it, like, I want to live the most fulfilled life that I can live. And I am so thankful that photography has come into my life, because I feel like this is the only way that I could live the most fulfilled life, is because of the lifestyle and the person that I become because of photography. And so there's no taking it back, there's no taking it away. And if someone else feels that way, then they're going to be on the right path too, and they're going to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. One of the beautiful things is you can change what you want, and that's something that I think is okay. I will never lose the fact that I'm a photographer and that's what I want to do, but I can, a couple years down the road, change what I want and be able to adjust to it and have it be totally fine. And so I think that I've definitely given myself permission to do that. Right now, looking forward, yeah, I think I want to have a name for myself for sure. I think it's something that's really easy to be scared of, is like that want for success. Because you don't want, you're afraid of like people saying or thinking that like that you're hungry for the name or something, and that's not it at all. It's like, but yeah, I think you should want to do well and you should want to succeed. I don't want to just be mediocre. Hell no. Like I want to do whatever I do, I want to do it the best.
User search auto-completes based on people you follow. Visual improvements. Speed optimization. Share to Facebook pages. Yeah, pretty sick. I bet I'm gonna be just chewing in my ear.
We were doing a little bit of dancing, a little bit of...
Yeah, do the move
Oh, my
on.
carrots!
I don't want to get them.
Quit.
That's
all good.
Same for the rabbits.
Okay, you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay, great view, gorgeous. It is Fort Flagler, beautiful, beautiful, so majestic, great shot, nice shot. This is beautiful, amazing. This is absolutely awesome. It's amazing, beautiful, amazing, wow, amazing. Lovely, geez. This is
don't
great,
feel
beautiful.
encouraged
So,
yet.
I know, amazing, OMG, nice, awesome, guys. Like, Instagram, dude. Like, look at all these people saying, like, amazing or being encouraged. I feel like the community is so, like, I love this photo, and, like, I don't feel like that there's a lot of people on Instagram that are dislike it or comment and say this is terrible. Like, I feel like Instagram is a community of people like encouraging each other to be better, and it's awesome, dude. Awesome.
I acknowledge the fact that, okay, you might feel dumb doing this, and for some reason just saying that, people are like, well, they'll do whatever you want. I mean, it's pretty common at least once on a shoot that I have my couples do something that they're uncomfortable with. And I think that in the end, it's just one of those things that makes like a good story, and it makes them like, oh yeah, remember when we did this?